Winter has come. Let's make some crispy and tasty pork deliciousness. We will use a nice piece of skinless pork belly. Choose a piece that has more fat. Cut the meat into cubes around 1.5 inches. I used 1.3 kilograms of pork belly. This is equivalent to almost 3 pounds. You can make the recipe with a smaller amount if you like. Transfer all the meat into a thick-walled pot. I usually use an enameled cast iron one. It's the best for this type of recipe. I used a glass one so that it would be easier for you to see the entire cooking process. I also added a little bit of water so that it doesn't stick to the pot until the meat starts to release the fat. Transfer to the stove on low to medium heat. Here you can see the first 10 minutes of cooking. Stir in the pot every 10 minutes. This is what it looks like after 10 minutes of cooking. Part of the water has evaporated, and we can see some pearls of fat released. After 20 minutes, the water evaporated almost completely, and the meat started to boil in its own fat. Look how much the level dropped after half an hour of cooking. The meat has started to show some color. Don't forget to stir. After about 40 minutes, the meat already looks very good. Depending on your preferences, taste and decide if you want to eat it like this or leave it to brown a little longer. I took out one part and left the other half for another 10 minutes so that it becomes even more crispy. At this point, be very careful. We want the meat to be nicely browned, but not burnt. Brown is okay. Black means burnt. Stop the stove before this happens. Put the Greaves in a colander to get rid of the excess fat. Sprinkle them with salt while they are still warm. And finally, you have the amazingly deliciously products, fresh Greaves. They are an easy way to add fat to your ketogenic meals. They are delicious and extremely satiating. And let's not forget about lard. It is worth to prepare your own, so you can be sure that it is fresh, good quality, and without any unnecessary additives. Optionally, you can put the meat on paper towels to absorb excess fat. I like to eat them cold, so I do this step so that there is no lard on them. A little bit more salt, just to be sure. You can now enjoy them warm or cold. They are so good. The only problem is that it is hard not to overeat them. We also have 150 grams of fresh lard. It's great for frying eggs. Look how light and airy they are. Crispy and so good. Enjoy!